come to standing on your mat with the feet about hip-width apart. Reach the hands down by the sides, palms facing forward, and shrug the shoulders down the back. And now start to turn your awareness inward. First, noticing the quality of the mind. It might be quiet and calm. It might be active. Try and notice without judgment. And then start to observe the body, noticing any places of tension or of comfort. And now take one hand to your chest and one to your stomach and feel the breath. Notice the breath moving through the body and notice the quality of the breath. Release your hands down by the sides and gently open the eyes. On your next inhale, draw the arms up overhead as you lift the heels. Exhale the heels down, arms back by the sides, and lift up your toes. Inhale, lift the heels and the arms, and exhale, come back down. We're going to continue like this, inhaling the arms up, lifting the heels, activating the legs, and exhaling, releasing down, lifting the toes. Just move at your own pace with the rhythm of your breath. And activate the legs, strengthening the legs and the feet. As you inhale, lift the arms up, lift the heels, and exhale, heels down, toes up. You might have some wobbles, and that's totally okay. Just keep going. One more time, lift the arms up, and exhale the heels down, toes up. I'll just roll the shoulders a little bit, roll the head a bit, just any natural movement. Just release some tension in the neck and the shoulders. Find a neutral position. And then for a side stretch, leave your right hand on the thigh, reach the left arm up and over the head towards the right. Release the hand down, left hand to left thigh, right arm up and over the head to the left. And back to center. Interlace the fingers behind the back, reach the hands down and back, and look slightly up towards the ceiling. Open the chest, and then exhale forward into the forward fold, allowing the hands to fall over the head. You may be bending the elbows here, that's totally fine. Keep a gentle bend in the knees as well. And then release your hands down to the mat, press the feet into the mat, and start to roll your body up to standing. Enjoy the nice stretch in the shoulders and the neck. And then come to the front of your mat. We're going to take a big step back with the left foot, finding a lunge position. Make sure you're nice and steady with the feet about hip-width apart. Sit low and reach the arms up. We're going to move into a twist. So allow your left arm to come forward, right arm back. You might bring the right hand to the right hip. Keep a long spine as you look over the right shoulder. Maybe reaching the right arm back and maybe looking over to the right thumb. And then exhale the right hand down and up, back into the lunge, and release the arms into a cactus position. We're going to do some dips. So exhale the left knee towards the mat, arms together in front of you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the left knee, arms together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, palms and elbows together, knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dipping the knee down. Inhale, lift. Stay strong in the legs, strong in the feet. And then release the hands to the hips. Take a big step forward with that left foot and come back to standing. Just wiggling out the hips, maybe doing some circles to release. And now step your right foot back, finding the lunge on the left side. Once you're nice and stable, reach the arms up overhead and turn over to the left, reaching the right arm forward. Again, you can keep the left hand on the left hip or the sacrum, and maybe even bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And then reach the arms out. Left arm comes down and up. And then we drop the elbows down into cactus position, opening up the chest. Exhale, knee sinks, arms come together. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, arms together, knee towards the ground. Keep moving with your own breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stay low in the front knee. Inhale, lift. And then release the hands to the hips. Take a big step forward with your right foot. And shake it out a little bit. Maybe doing some nice circles just to release in the hips. Now take a big step back with your left foot. Find Trikonasana. Position your feet as you like to have them, with the left toes pointing towards the left side of the mat and the right toes pointing forward. Reach your arms out, really expand, and then lean towards the right and bring the right hand to the right leg, lifting the left arm up. Bring the left hand to the left hip and use it to roll the left shoulder back, opening up the chest towards the ceiling. You might bind here, bringing the left hand to the inside of the right thigh. And then lift your right arm parallel to the ground, reaching the fingertips forward. Keep the legs nice and active. And then release the right hand down, release the bind, lifting your left arm up, and then swinging the left arm down, forward and up, reaching both arms up in a lunge. Bring the arms back down by the sides, open the chest, arms like airplane wings. And then lean your chest forward, bring the weight into your front foot, and start to float your back leg up, finding warrior 3. Reaching the arms back, lifting the chest, and pressing the left heel back. Float the left foot down and find standing with the hands together in front of the chest. Moving right into the next side, take a big step back with your right foot. Find Trikonasana on your left side. Really lengthen the spine before you reach your left hand to the left leg. Open up the chest towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand to the right hip, rolling open the right shoulder. You might come into the bind with the right hand on the inside of the left thigh. And you might reach your left arm up, parallel to the mat. The legs are strong and stable. The core is holding you. Release your left hand down, right arm up. And then moving into the lunge, lift your back heel, reach your arms up overhead. And then bring the arms down by the sides like little airplane wings, palms facing forward, opening the chest, looking slightly up. And then lean forward. You might drag that back foot in a little bit before you float the right leg up into warrior 3. Lower the outer right hip as much as you can as you press the right heel back. Wobbles are okay. And then allow your right foot to sink next to the left and find standing. Release the hands. Sit the hips low and find Utkatasana chair pose. Bring your right arm now underneath the left, stacking the elbows and bringing the hands together, either the backs or the palms. Lift your right leg up, cross your right leg over the left knee. Sit low. You might wrap your right foot behind the left calf, or the foot might be floating. Either way, you can sit up or start to bring your elbows towards the thighs. Draw everything inward to the center. And then inhale, float the elbows up. Start to lengthen the legs and release out of the pose. Moving right into the next side, sit the hips low, arms up. This time we'll bring the left arm underneath the right, stack the elbows, crossing the left knee over the right knee. Send the breath in between the shoulder blades. Feel that stretch. And then maybe draw the elbows towards the knees if you like, or feel free to stay upright. Curling inwards. And then lifting up. Releasing the legs and releasing the arms. Hands together in front of the chest. Bow the head. And just take a moment to feel the breath. And then walk your feet about hip-width apart, bend the knees, and let your head get heavy and your arms get heavy as you start to roll forward. Just finding a forward fold, a ragdoll maybe, grabbing opposite elbows, just maybe bouncing a little bit, swaying from side to side. Release the hands, and then hook your big toes with the peace fingers and thumbs. Lengthen the spine on an inhale, and on an exhale, fold in, pulling yourself into the forward fold. Feel free to keep the knees bent. You might play with bending the elbows outward and pulling yourself in deeper. And then release the toes. Bring the hands to the mat. And step the feet back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here to straighten and bend the legs, moving really slowly, moving with the breath. And now glance forward, inhale, roll the body forward into plank, and then come down onto your forearms and interlace the fingers. Lift the hips up slightly. And then on your next exhale, bring the right knee to the left tricep. Inhale back. Left knee, right tricep, and back. Left, right knee, left tricep, and back. And keep moving just at your own pace, trying to touch the knee to the arm. Moving with your breath. Continue, and then find a neutral position and slowly lower the hips, come to the tops of the feet, stack the hands, and allow the head to rest on the hands. Breathe deeply into the abs. Now moving into a variation of cobra, bring the hands by the shoulders on the fingertips and inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale, look over the left shoulder, letting the right shoulder sink. Inhale through the middle. Exhale the left shoulder down, looking over the right. Inhale through the middle and exhale, turning. Just finding that nice stretch in the shoulders as you do. Inhale through the middle, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, back to middle, and exhale, release. Head to the hands. Give your hips a nice little wiggle. Then press yourself back, coming into child's pose. You might have the arms in front of you or by the sides. Wherever you are, try to release the shoulders down and reconnect with the breath. Slowly roll yourself up to a seated position. Bring your hands forward onto the mat. Curl your toes under, knees together, feet together. And sit your hips back on your heels. Check that even your small toe is rolled under. So this can be quite an intense foot stretch. Just give it a try, and if you need to come out of it at any time, just come back down to the tops of your feet. Otherwise, bring your hands to the thighs, palms facing up. And breathe into that intense feeling, the intense stretch, making sure to stay present and aware, even if your mind is resisting that feeling. One more breath. Release out, come forward into all fours and tap the tops of your feet on the mat. Sit the hips back, cross the legs behind you, underneath and through, and then slowly roll down onto your back. Bring your right knee in towards the chest, hug the right knee in, and then straighten the right leg out, foot pressing towards the ceiling, interlacing the hands behind the right thigh or calf, or maybe even hooking the big right toe with your peace fingers. Keep the shoulders and head on the mat. And then bend your right knee and start to use your hand, maybe on the outside of the right foot, to press the knee towards the mat. At the same time, you're pressing the right foot into the hand. Release the foot. Grab that right knee. Do a couple circles with the knee in both directions. And then extend the leg back out. We're going to hug the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh and straighten the left leg out. You might bring your hands a little higher up to the calf, or maybe bring your peace fingers and thumb around the big left toe. Keep your right hand on the right thigh and the right heel pressing into the mat. Bend your left knee, press the left knee towards the mat as you press the left foot up towards the ceiling in a half happy baby. Keep that right heel pressing into the mat. And release. Bring the left hand to the knee and just do a couple circles with the knee. Bring both knees in and start doing circles with both knees. And then change direction. Then bring the feet to the mat and extend out your legs. Feet about as wide as the mat or wider. Arms extended, palms face up. Shrug your shoulders away from the ears. And then just release. Release everything down towards the mat. Let go of any thoughts, of any tension in the body, and enjoy just being present here on your mat. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.